Good morning. My name is Cash. Welcome to my channel, Cloud Soldier. And hello, Omar. How are you?
I am good. How about you?
Good. Thanks. So today we are doing the lab using release pipeline in Azure Kubernetes. So
Okay.
basically, what we'll do, we will create a build, and in that build we have our source files such as YAML file and the service. Sorry, for the app.yaml and the service.yaml, and then we'll use that files in our release pipeline to see that will create these pods in the AKS cluster. Okay,
Okay.
let's see, we have got this project and solution files, and we have got these manifest files.
Okay.
Yeah, before we do that, we have created a um, database.
Yeah.
And what we need to do, we need to add this hardcore connection strings, not connection string, the username password. Before we do that, let's add this table.
Okay.
So query editor, insert the table. Let's try that. The same password. Yes. So we do not have any table at the moment.
Yeah.
So what do? We just go to our source folder and mm, this folder. Yep, this is a script. So we insert this table again.
Okay.
We have done this exercise before. Just what I've done, I deleted the SQL database to save some costing, and for that reason, we're just doing it again. So if I just do this over here, copy that, paste, and run, succeeded. If you go to refresh it, so if you just log back again, so we got this database now. Select open, and we can see the table here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So next thing is that we need to add the login details in our project so we can see locally it is working.
Okay.
So we so in this product service we have added hard coded the connection string server name. Let's see the build works. Let's see, it should run and give us a page. Oops, what's going on? Login failed. Oh, tell me what, because it's a wrong username.
Oh,
We had,
hey, we had the SQL user without the E. Oh, yeah. ID there it says Azure SQL. Yeah, you see?
Azure SQL,
And we have only user SQL, SQL user.
username,
Yep. Without the E.
SQLUSR.
Uh, you got it all wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, save it. Okay, and we didn't even save it before. Let's try stop again and save again and run this build. Hey, see, it's working now, yeah?
Yeah.
So that's fine. Okay, let's now, and now we also have to create our AKS cluster in where we're gonna be deploying our app.yaml and service.yaml.
Okay.
Okay, so if I go to a Kubernetes cluster, oh, we already have good thing from our last exercise. So
Yep.
we have got our dev cluster in there. So let me see. Yes, we can start it. I stopped it to do some cost saving. So
Okay.
so this will save us time now. Let it start and we can come back. And now yes, so I just logged into my Azure DevOps and this is our build.
All right.
Before we do that, let's see if it works. Just run it. So this is the pipeline we are published. Let's see. Right. The build is finished. And please tell me, how do I see the artifacts?
Okay. You can
You can
go
see
onto
this.
the pipelines.
So you can
Yeah.
see
Oh,
this.
oh,
Yeah.
also there. Yeah.
Yeah. This artifact. And these are our source files.
Yeah.
YAML dot s. So you can see this our manifest file there. All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Service
so
map.
we have got the build now. So what do we have to do to now create a release pipeline?
Mm-hmm.
So if I just duplicate this tab and create a pipeline. Give me 1 second. Right. So what do we do now? I'm gonna create a release pipeline. So if you go to release, create a new release. And just start with the empty job. And we can call it, what do we call it?
We call it SQL simply.
Deploy release to AKS.
Okay.
And you can see AKS release pipeline.
Okay.
Okay. And save it.
Save. Yes. Right.
Right. So if we go to task now, and so as you know that this is a host agent from Windows. Create
Yes.
a task, and we go to Azure. Sorry, AKS deploy
Kubernetes.
Kubernetes.
Yeah.
Kubernetes deploy to Kubernetes, and
Yes.
we call it just call it app.yaml,
Yes.
and we have
Uh,
yeah, and
I think we forgot a thing in
what is it?
in pipeline. We forgot to choose the artifact.
Yes, we can come back on that.
All right.
Um, so deploy Kubernetes. So we got a connection already. Just choose this Kubernetes service connection already. Kubernetes service connection. Yeah.
Yep.
Remember we created in DevOps. Sorry, yeah, in DevOps project setting to
Yes.
Kubernetes connection, so it connects to our AKS cluster.
Yeah.
And before we do that, we have we have got a cluster already. Sorry, I was keep thinking that we haven't created a cluster. So manifest. See manifest, as you can see that no artifact source are linked to this release from this pipeline. So because we have not added So if you go to pipeline and add artifacts,
Yep.
and choose which one is our last build was done. That was SQL Kubernetes, SQL App
Yes.
Kubernetes. So we choose SQL App Kubernetes, this one,
Yeah.
yeah, and add.
Yeah.
It's done. So we add a task again, and now in
Manifest
manifest,
three dots.
yep, good, well done.
S
Source file s
SQL
s
app.
SQL
The
app,
yeah.
yeah, and manifest
Manifest. Yep. App YAML.
app YAML.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay. Now we add another
yes, yeah,
Kubernetes.
save that. Add another task.
Yep.
Azure, sorry,
Just
deploy
Kubernetes. Yep.
Kubernetes, deploy
Yep.
Kubernetes, add again.
And we call this
We call
deploy
it service,
service. Yes.
yeah, dot YAML. In our Kubernetes connection, namespace, manifest, we choose again, this time S.
Manifest. Yep.
Do you remember in last exercise we have added directly into the AKS cluster?
Yeah.
So, but this is the way to do it. So okay, that's done. So if we just create a release now, deploy, yeah, release stage, create, release started. Let's go to Qt logs, and let's see when it comes back. Looking for connection job, download artifact, source files, app.yaml, service.yaml. Yep, that's perfectly fine. Completed.
Mhm.
So, did we select our cluster?
It,
Let's see. Yes, I think the reason. Tell me, please, how the DevOps knows that we have got the AKS cluster connected.
through the
Service connection.
service connections. Yeah.
Yes, well done, well done. So if you go to our Kubernetes resources, workloads, and you can see my app.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. And for services ingress, and we got app service. Yeah. So
Yeah.
if I click this, it should take us to our database page. Sometimes it takes a few seconds. What is this error? An error is coming processing. Let's refresh and see again because sometimes it takes time. Uh, we have some issues, and after troubleshooting, what we have found out that we supposed to delete our existing pods from our AKS clusters. Let's do this again. So we delete this again.
Okay.
So we are doing live troubleshooting to fix the issue. So what the mistake what we did not delete um, prior to that. So we delete this again. Delete this. Yep, it's deleted. Okay, if we just refresh it, go to workloads, service ingress. So this still takes few seconds to terminate. So what we'll do, we go to pipeline to our project, and if we go to our pipelines, and this is our last pipeline, if we click that and edit that, just you can see, just like we can explain again, trigger is main file, our main branch. That's our Microsoft hosted.
Right.
This is our Docker connection repository, which is this one we are adding in. The build pipeline. For build, we got the stage build, job build, display name build. Using the image, we're using a Docker Node 2, the latest one at which will install .NET, and this will work with our project, .NET project, and the task is publish this project, and then we'll build and push the image to the container registry. These are the commands, and then we publish our source files to this build pipeline. So this is done. So what we'll do now, where we gone wrong, what we'll do, we create a release. So if we create a new release again, and call it empty job again, and just call it deploy to AKS, and we'll call it AKS deployment. Okay, save it, and we add artifacts. The last one is artifact is SQL Docker file. This is a build we created in artifacts. Add.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, add tasks, and
Azure Kubernetes.
deploy. So we need to add two tasks in there, because one for app.yaml and one for service.yaml.
Yeah.
And deploy.
It's there.
Deploy it and add that. So we deploy, and we call it app.yaml.
Yes.
And service connection is Kubernetes connection. Name is default is default. We don't have to worry about strategy. Manifest, this is where our source file.
Yes.
Sometimes it doesn't appear. So what we have done to fix this issue, we need to log out and log back in again. So I'm just going to log out again and see and come back here. Okay, now I have logged back in again, logged out and logged back in. So if you go to our pipelines, release pipelines, and this is the one we are configuring, edit, and go to task, and you can see that it's automatically added the manifest files. Yeah.
Yep.
So just create release, and if we go to release 3, and it's going now, go to logs, just wait for request to be queued. So it's downloading the artifacts, SQL Kubernetes source files, app.yaml. So it running all these commands, that AKS cluster commands. Yep, so it deployed, completed release. So to check it, if we go to our cluster, so that was terminating before. If you just refresh again, it should create a new one. Just remember, it will be a different IP address, 142. See, different one now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So same way, if you go to our workloads, we got app, my app. Yes,
Yeah.
default. And if you go to our load balancer or app service, okay, if we click this, hey, finally success. So we can see our page, which is deployed this app in Azure SQL, sorry, Azure Kubernetes service, AKS cluster. So
Yes.
in our previous exercises, same app we deployed on web app, we deployed on virtual machines, then we containerized that app. We created a Linux virtual machine and we containerized this app. Then we pushed this uh, image to our container registry, and then from container registry we also deployed this in our Azure container instance. And in this exercise we created a release pipeline to deploy onto AKS cluster. Any questions?
No.
Perfect, thank you. So finally we have completed this exercise. So let's move on to next subject. So hopefully this is very informative for you guys. For any question, please like the video or any comments. I will be able to answer your question. Thank you very much for watching this, and see you again. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.